So it looks like things are getting pretty heft up at Bethesda and Microsoft because they've decided to today, and well, they've annoyed a lot of people. Now, they bought Bethesda a few years back now, and a lot of people had mixed feelings. A lot of people were happy about it. A lot of people were, they just probably didn't trust Microsoft. And well, I guess you can say you're kind of right in saying that now, because the news has decided to close Redfall's Arkane Austin. The people who made a shit show of Redfall, I know how that game came out. Holy shit. That was a very big embarrassment for Xbox. Hi-Fi Rush's Tango Works, and more in devastating cuts at Bethesda. Now, what does this tell me about Xbox, first of all? Holy shit, something's going crazy. Now, it's kind of devastating why they didn't just sell these studios off. I'm sure someone would have bought them to try and save them in any way. I don't know why they just immediately closed them. Maybe because they know that no one will buy them. I'm sure someone will buy them, right? God damn, they make quality games. I mean, Hi-Fi Rush is fucking it's like 90, is it? 90 something on Metacritic, which is incredible. They just launched that shit on PlayStation, didn't they? What? That's crazy to me, that. Just nuke it. No, it kind of makes me worried. It kind of makes me worried about Xbox's future with them closing all these studios down. That's why I don't have much faith in Xbox anymore. I don't have much faith in Microsoft in the game thing, because they lie to their customers. They're lying to their customers, and number one, it's taking them ages just to explain simple things. Are you going to release exclusives on PlayStation? Are you going to pretty much say, fuck Xbox? You know, if you're doing shit like this, it gives me a bad taste in my mouth. Are there going to be any more cuts at Microsoft? I know, not long ago, they cut the physical media department of Xbox, which is not good. They're cutting an awful lot of things, in my opinion. I know Sony has cut a lot. They cut the PlayStation Studio. However, the difference is with that, they were making very little games. They made some decent games. I'm not going to say they didn't, but they made very little games constantly, and they probably weren't pulling in profit that Sony wanted to see. I don't know why Microsoft is doing this. If they're going third party, wouldn't that be not a bad option to have as many studios as you can, you know, and try to bring out quality games? You know, I don't understand things like this, because it makes me worried about the company's future with how they're going to treat games. You know, this is why a lot of people don't really like big corporations fucking around with things, because, boom, they just get rid of your games that you like. And they've done this with... This is the IGN. This is from IGN. Let's have a look at this and see more in depth of what they fucked up. Microsoft closes Redfall developer Arkane Studio, Hi-Fi Rush's Tango Gameworks, and Morin Devast. Staff told via email. Xbox has closed a number of Bethesda studios, Redfall Maker and Hi-Fi Rush, and the Evil Within developer. Didn't they Ghostwire Tokyo as well, I think? I liked Evil Within. That was a good game. Alpha Dog Studios, maker of mobile games Mighty Doom, will also close. Roundhouse Games will also be absorbed by Elder Scrolls Online developer ZeniMax. Microsoft did not say how many staff will lose their jobs, but a significant layoffs are inevitable. IGN asked Bethesda and Microsoft for a comment on Bethesda's co-op game will now not receive promised updates as Microsoft has ended all development on the game. Holy shit. Now, I don't know what Microsoft are doing here. Are they getting worried? Are they realizing, oh shit, Xbox is profitable? I mean, it doesn't really surprise me, because a lot of these fucking games are on Game Pass. They're great games. I'm not saying that, well, Redfall, it's not as bad as it was. I think that was just a colossal fuck up from the beginning, to be honest, and I feel sorry for the devs. I don't know if they were rushed on that shit or they just didn't have zero passion. I mean, to me anyway, if I looked at that sort of shit, I'd be like, yeah, these developers have zero passion to make this game, in my opinion anyway. Will not receive promised updates and has ended all development on the game. Microsoft said Redfall will remain online to play, and it will provide a make good offer for those who bought the Halo DLC. I'm not going to lie, you're pretty stupid for buying DLC for that game anyway, so fuck you, and it's your own fault. Which is working on Marvel's Blade survives the call, as does Bethesda Games, Fallout. In an email to staff sent by Matt Booty, okay then, I'm guessing his name hasn't been made fun of many times, but okay. Head of Xbox Game Studios, Microsoft blamed the cuts at reprioritized titles and resources. The email verified by IGN is below. Today I'm sharing changes we are making to our Bethesda and ZeniMax teams. These changes are grounded in prioritizing high-impact titles and further investing in Bethesda's portfolio of blockbuster games and beloved worlds, which you have nurtured over many decades. Is this what they're just saying? They're not selling well because they've decided to just slap them on Game Pass. This is the thing with Game Pass, man. It's really killing fucking potential games. You guys aren't making money because you just slap it on there. Yo, you may go. It's like this subscription. Yeah, you may be making a fair bit of profit from it, but what the fuck do you make from your exclusives? What do you make from these games? No wonder you're cutting these developers off because the game basically makes fuck all. Yeah, a few people may end up buying the game, but who wants to buy a game when you can just get it on the subscription you already have active? You know, it's not a very good fucking, in my opinion, it's not a very good business strategy. Like, it may sound like okay, but the more you pile games up there, yeah, you're giving the consumer such a great time, but your pockets are just dried up, which also means that you're going to end up closing these studios and fucking everything up and annoying gamers. You know, this is not a good look for Microsoft. It, in my opinion, shows they're very weak and they're not doing well with sales. And again, this is not a very good look in the news sense for them. It's a pretty bad look in my opinion. I know Microsoft they laid off a bunch of people at the beginning of the year. That caused a lot of, problems. A lot of people were pissed off with them, rightfully so. You know, it's getting over the top now with all this stuff. And Xbox just released them on other platforms, for God's sake. It's clear that Xbox isn't fucking sufficiently funding the games that you decide to fucking develop. It's so clear that. I know you put them on PC and that, I'm sure that does well, but then again, you put it on Game Pass PC. You're not making any fucking money from this type of shit. It makes genuinely no sense to me. To double down on these franchises and invest to build new ones requires us to look in across business to identify the opportunities that are best positioned for success. The reprioritization of titles and resources means a few teams will be realigned to others, and that some of our colleagues will be leaving us. Fucking dipshits. Here are some of the changes going into effect. Arkane Austin. This studio will close, with some members of the team joining other studios to work on other projects. Arkane has a history of making impactful and innovative games that everyone should be proud of. Redfall's previous update will be its last, as we will end all development on the game. The game and its servers will remain online for players to enjoy, and we will make good offers for players who purchase the DLC. Again, like I said, it's kind of your fault for buying the DLC in the first place. This is pretty shitty, to be honest. I mean, I'm not really surprised after Redfall's failure, but god damn it, that's a shame in my opinion. That is a big shame. A lot of people are going to be getting laid off, which again, is not a good thing. That's kind of why it doesn't seem to be a safe job opportunity, does it? We've got the potential of AI ruining and taking jobs in the gaming space, and now we've got stupid Microsoft making stupid decisions by putting their exclusives, which in my opinion, no Bethesda game should be exclusive. Keep fucking, yeah, you can keep Halo, keep Forza, keep Gears of War and stuff. Try to make it exclusive. Don't be just ramming fucking, this is what they're doing. They're just buying up fucking studios and saying, oh, let's make them exclusive. It doesn't work like that. Yeah, it may help boost it, but you got to try and do something else to try and fucking get players. First of all, try to get people to buy the fucking games instead of actually just using Game Pass. Yeah, Game Pass day and date is really good and it's cool to play your fucking favorite. I mean, Hellblade 2. Yeah, I'll be playing that on Game Pass. Will it generate? It'll generate very little money. Why? Because who the fuck wants to buy? Unless it's like a really enticing special edition with it that includes some cool things that people may want. I don't think many people will end up buying this game unless it becomes a decent deal on disc. But I don't even know if it's going to be on disc because they decided to close that department. God, Microsoft, what are you doing? You know, it seems like are they getting worried? I mean, they looked at this recent Sony kerfuffle and they're like, you know what? We want to be in the news again. We want to be in the news. Please, put us back in the news. Alpha Dog Studios, this studio will also close. We appreciate the team's creativity in bringing Doom to new... Holy shit, they're closing the Doom studio as well. God damn, Microsoft, you really are fucking shit up today, aren't you? Holy shit. Mighty Doom will be sunset. This is the mobile version though. On August the 7th, and we will be turning off the ability for players to make any in-game purchases. Fucking hell, Microsoft, you really like being in the news, don't you? Tango Gameworks will also close. Whew. We are thankful for their contributions to Bethesda and players around the world. Hi-Fi Rush will continue to be available to all players and platforms. Yeah, exactly. Didn't they just release that shit on PlayStation? Holy fuck. Wow. Damn. Roundhouse Games. The team at Roundhouse Games will be joining ZeniMax Online Studios. Oh, so it looks like they're just closing the studio. I mean, at least, fair enough, it's a sad thing to close down the studio, but at least the people will not really lose their jobs, so I guess that's a plus one, but fuck. To the other people who are probably going to lose their... I'm going to say maybe 100, 200 people may end up losing their job. That's a lot of people. Maybe less, I don't know. Maybe a bit more than that, I don't know how many people work at these studios, but it's an unfortunate thing, and yeah, very sorry that this has come this way. Roundhouse has a key play role in many of our recent game launches and bringing them into ZOS to work on Elder Scrolls Online. We will remain what we can do to grow the world that millions that call home. With the constellation of our Bethesda game studio teams so that we can invest more deeply into our portfolio of games and new IP. A small number of roles across select Bethesda publish and corporate teams will also be eliminated. Holy shit. Those whose roles will be impacted will be notified today, and we ask that you please treat your departing colleagues with respect and compassion. We will provide our full support to those who are impacted in today's notifications through their transitions, including benefits by local laws. These changes are not a reflection of creativity or skill at talented individuals of the risk they took to try new things. I acknowledge that these changes are also disruptive to the various support teams across ZeniMax and Bethesda. Holy shit. And this is more from IGN. Microsoft announcement of cuts at the Bethesda over 3 months after the company. Yeah, they announced almost 1,900. So I'm guessing this year Microsoft have cut probably well over 2,000 people. That is a mental number. I don't know what's going on at Microsoft. Number one, their communication is very shit to the players on the Xbox. Very, very poor. I know at the beginning of the year in February, there was a whole hiatus that they were bringing exclusives in, and I've talked about this. And then it took them almost a week just to try and communicate a simple few thing that they were adding 4 games to PlayStation's platform. And ever since then, the rumor's been around that they're going to just rifle all the stuff off. But their communication with their fan base is really, really, really shockingly bad. It's almost like they don't want to say anything because if they do, people may end up unsubscribing from Game Pass and moving on to a different platform. Because I'm sure people were ready to do that. If you're fucking around with people, I don't think they're going to let you really fuck around with them that much. I mean, some console gamers may tolerate it a lot differently, but it's a very big shame that Microsoft's doing this. And, you know, they're just buying up studios and then realizing, oh shit, this isn't profitable because we decided to put all this shit on Game Pass. Stop doing that shit, please, Xbox. You're not doing it well. You're just annoying gamers. You're kind of devastating your company, to be honest, because... Oh, I know, yeah, Phil Spencer's trending on Twitter. What? Oh, it doesn't surprise me, does it? It really doesn't surprise me, that. Holy shit, it doesn't. Good old Phil Spencer. Oh, you can trust him. You can very much trust him. What a load of shit. I don't really know what's going. The communication at Bethesda really must be bad. Like, it's not really going on well. It's god damn what is going on. It's pretty clear that Phil Spencer lost a blank check. He's been working with 100 billion deals and acquisitions, nothing to show. Imagine they had a pretty devastating meeting in December after all the holidays. Numbers came in. Yeah, I agree. I do think a lot of these games, I think Microsoft they've kind of realized what the fuck they're doing wrong, but they can't accept it because they're making kind of a lot of money from it, but it's not actually helping. So as we all know, we've known Xbox has been on a kind of a decline for a long time, and they've added Game Pass. They added Game Pass in 2017 to help boost things, and Game Pass was not an immediate success because it started off very lightly with very little games, and it was more of a sort of thing, and they started to grow it, and by 2018, I think it was 2016, something like that. Beginning of 2017, I think it came out. And then they released it, and it was good. People loved it, and it started to grow their portfolio. They added EA games. You can play EA games. You know, a year after, you get EA Play, which is essentially, I think EA, it's like a subscription that EA have. A year after they release a game, they will release it on Xbox. They will release it on EA Play, which is a subscription you can get on all platforms. You can get it on PS, PlayStation. You can get it on PC, and you can get it on Xbox. And I think you probably could get it on the Switch. So it's something that, you know, it's a very good. It's not a bad subscription. I mean, if you can get to play these games, I wouldn't say for free, but at a heavily discounted price, then on a subscription, you know, you could get a game completed in a month, and if you don't want to continue a subscription, there you go. But it's very clear. It's not really doing well, is it? It's not really doing well, Microsoft. Holy shit! This is an embarrassment to the company. I think Microsoft needs to start realizing, just go third party if it's affecting you that much financially. Get rid of fucking Xbox. It's not doing well. Like, yeah, you maybe have 30 million players on there. You may have sold 30 million consoles, but it's so fucking plain as day that no one spends fucking money on games, especially the exclusivity games. It's fucking embarrassing. You know, shutting down studios and then he just axed a bunch of jobs. No, it wasn't just exclusively Microsoft. A bunch of companies did it at the beginning of the year. Probably because they've said, oh, it was like the COVID bloom, you know, where they hired a bunch of people in COVID, and just after COVID, you know, because they needed more people, because, oh shit, they were hitting rock bottom, a lot of these. Because then again, gaming was very profitable in the lockdown. It was very profitable in lockdown, you know, because what did people do? People had nothing to do. So what did Microsoft do? They hired a bunch of people in, boom, 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 overhired, realized, oh shit, it's actually eating away at our profit, this type of shit, and then just nuked a bunch of jobs, and it looks like they've nuked more jobs, and I'm sure they're going to nuke more jobs in the future. So be prepared. To be honest, as an Xbox player, this kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth because it's kind of making me realize, holy shit, if this is how they're treating studios, how are they going to treat Xbox in the future? You know, it's a sad thing to see, but man, I feel sorry for anyone who has lost their job because that must be a really shitty situation. I don't know. It is what it is, unfortunately. Good luck to anyone. Good luck to try and find a new job. And good luck to Microsoft because they're going to fucking need it, clearly.